Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the live stream. I'm back, normal time, normal place. How are you folks doing today? Happy that you're here with me, and thanks for coming by. My name is Dan, this is Tweet FPV, and we're going to talk about some drone stuff, and, well, I mean, whatever else it is we get into. Everybody over in the live chat, thank you for being here. Some of you guys are way early today. It's really kind of cool. Dauntless, Rob Logan Jr., Tommy, Brandon Baked Beans, House, T-Bird FPV is on his way back from the Flow State screening. Really wish I could have gotten a chance to go see that, but, well, you know, there's other things in life that gotta happen. Rick Zapata. I got an itch on my ankle. All right. Rick Z, welcome to the live stream. Brandon Baked Beans, huge contributor over on my Discord. If you're interested in my Discord, go to tweetfpv.com and click that Discord link there at the bottom. Also, if you haven't noticed yet, I've moved all my wares, my grips mostly, away from Etsy. I'm no longer on Etsy. I'm on my own web store, tweetfpv.com. Your one-stop shop for all things, all these things. If you want to support me, all my affiliate links are there as well. I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to be one of the cool kids at the top here, which, oh, that scroll's not working right. Awesome. I swear every time I start OBS, things change. I don't understand why. If you want to be one of the cool kids over here on Patreon, that's how you sign up. It's through Patreon. I need to figure out how to fix this thing. Maybe. Why? There we go. I'm not kidding. Like every time I start OBS, something's different. But anyways, some things we're going to talk about today. Had a multi-GP race yesterday. Well, actually we didn't. It kind of got rained out, but we still cut the grass and got some fun flying in. Good times. We set up 5 gates and like 3 flags, and you know that's all you need to have a really fun time racing, or at least practicing anyways. We're gonna do that. Big news, ExpressLRS is out of the beta phase. They actually have a release 1.0 available, so at some point in the stream we're gonna go ahead and update some of my ExpressLRS gear just so you guys can maybe follow along. I definitely plan on like DVRing this and uploading like a clip on how to do it, so we'll do that today. I'm gonna give away this guy. This is the FPV Crate Sub 250 crate from the month of June. It's a 2004 King Motors. So if you haven't entered to get this guy, head over to that link there and click on the Google Forms and get yourself entered. I'm going to give that away pretty early on the stream. And also plan on doing a super chat giveaway. I have a poll going. Should look a little something like this right here. If you want to make your choice known, go ahead and hit it right there, and I'll act accordingly. All right, over to the chat. Brandon Baked Beans is finally going to get a chance to try out Shark Bite. I have Shark Bite. I still haven't tried it. I had Bite Frost. I really liked it. I thought it was a decent video system. The ground station sucked, so that's why I got rid of it. But Shark Bite, pretty cool. Still need to find some time to build a quad to put Shark Bite into. But, it'll happen eventually. Let's see. Rob Logan, how you doing today? Welcome to the live stream. Steve Mann, well, hello from England. It's 1600 hours here and hot, 31 degrees C. I understand the 1600 to 31 C means nothing to me. But from what I do understand about that, it would be hot. Connie Chung, how you doing? Rob Logan says, I see your grips on clearance at RDQ. Yes, RDQ is blowing out a bunch of models and colors that they just have a hard time selling. And I told them, hey, don't worry about whatever the minimum price is. Just go ahead and, you already paid for them. Do what you want to do with them. The advantage of buying them through Tweet FPV is A, you support me directly, and B, if you're international, shipping is $2 United States dollars. Pretty cheap for international shipping. Patrick Gallagher, welcome to the live stream. I always forget to start background music. All right, there we go. Andy Taylor, I have no money. Well, that sucks, buddy. You're in the wrong hobby. Or is it because you're in this hobby you have no money? Mojo OG just bought a house. Won't have any money for 30 years. Yeah, I'm in the middle of selling a house. Yeah. Bought our retirement home and decided, you know what? Maybe I don't want to live there anymore. Sold it. Or in the process of selling it. And that is a headache. Charge packs, ready to go, man. Connie Chung, if anybody has packs charged and it's nice out, go ahead. Take off. We'll see you next time and maybe catch the recap. So, anywho, got some flying in yesterday. It's been a while since I've flown anything bigger than a 3-inch quad. Been doing a lot of micros, especially now that iGao 3's kicked off. This week is week 3 of iGao 3. Lots of 3s. So far, my main quads of choice have been these two here. These newbie drone quads, brushless. This one here, I don't know. I've got maybe 8 packs through it, and one of the motors already kind of crapped out on it. So, not super happy about that. I'll probably contact the retailer and see if they can send me a replacement. That's just way too early for it to die. I was rocking the Emax Nanohawk, but again, this GMB27 connector, the GMB27 is a better connector. It's already dead. I've replaced that pigtail 3 times on this quad, and they just don't last. I think BT 2.0 is probably going to be the safe, happy medium as far as reliability and performance. Speedy Turtle, how's it going, man? Had a great time flying with Bot Ciotti Bardwell yesterday. Got the luxury of watching Flow State. It was an amazing movie. Awesome. Glad you got a chance to make it out there on your way back home. Cool, man. I don't know when or if that's going to be like a wide release, but definitely excited to see that when it does happen. Yeah, it's slow death. Yeah. I don't know. I'm tired of being a homeowner. No, I'm not tired of being a homeowner. I'm tired of being a landlord. I'm tired of renting out my house. So that's one of the big reasons we're getting rid of it. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's just a complete headache. You never know. Oh, all right. So, back to the racing quads. I have one build that's on a Leventador. It's a small, very light box frame made by the Quad Rival guys. I think that's who it is. I've got Flight 1 on there, one of the H7s, and I think I'm gonna ditch Flight 1. I'm not happy with it. It does a lot of really weird stuff. This flight controller's just been kind of disconnecting in flight, repowering itself. I don't know. I honestly would like to just flash beta flight to that Lightning H7. I know it's heresy, and the quad gods will come out and smack me down for doing it, but I think I'm done with Flight 1. It's just not for me. I mean, it flies good, but the hardware is extremely hard to find when it does die. So as far as having like consistent quads and multiples, I don't think I'm gonna do it. So that is gonna be switched over to a beta flight quad fairly soon here. Mike Bergman, how are you doing today, my friend? Brandon Bakeme's my neighbor buddy. Never has time to hang because his job and his property take it all. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Tommy flew 8 minutes today cruising with a 75mm whoop today with a 3000 milliamp batteries in parallel. Oh, interesting. 8 minutes seems like you should have gotten more, to be honest. Everybody, like, so on my last live stream, it was a Saturday night live stream. Everybody was touting the newbie drone Nectar Golds. I bought a bunch of those last year, used them, and now I'm starting to pull them out this year. And you know, they'll charge up, and I'll get maybe 30 seconds of flight, and then my flight controllers and camera start resetting. I'm starting to go through and find a whole bunch of them that are bad. I do have some of the new tattoo ones on the way because there seems to be some mixed reviews whether the tattoos are good or bad. I've tried them in the past and they were absolute hot garbage. People are saying they're getting better, or they are better. So I do have some of those coming to give them a try to see if they are in fact better than they used to be, but we'll see. Brandon Baked Beans, oh, they are fragile AF and they die fast. Yeah, that's what I'm finding, and I am not nice to 1S batteries. I will run them until I get what I need out of them. If it means pushing them until they reset, so be it. If they die, toss them in the bucket, get new ones. Yeah, I treat all my other batteries very well, well maintained. 1S, they're so lacking in what I need out of them for the quad and for the flight that I'm trying to do that they're almost expendable to me. Charging up to HV voltage and everything, I just don't care. But I am finding that the newbie drone Nectars are dying kind of in the same failure mode. You know, full charge, they get a really good surface charge, and then they just have no capacity to them at all. But anywho, I think the tattoo ones I bought were PH 2.0, or no, they were BT 2.0. So I'm thinking of upgrading one of these to a BT 2.0 connector, which I could have swore I had on my Mob 6, but apparently not. On a couple of my 75 mils, I've got the BT 2.0 connector on them, which has been a very reliable connector in my experience. I think all 1S bats are kind of crappy. Speedy Turtle, they are, but if they're all crappy, then are none of them crappy? It's all relative. You're asking an awful lot out of that one little stick. Although, like, any 1S battery flies incredible on a brushed whoop. So, take that for what it is. Yeah, that's the camera. The camera broke off, or it started to get fuzzy on this one. The adhesive that holds the lens capsule to the sensor got loose and started wiggling its way out. So I had to do some surgery. I probably spent 30-40 minutes trying to repair this tiny ass little camera. But you know, it's worth it in the end. I just don't have to buy a new one. Sure, I think the power to weight ratio limit came up 6 minutes max with 4. Yeah, so there is a point of diminishing returns. You can add more capacity, but the battery's gonna get heavier, and you're probably gonna get less flight time at a certain point. Athix, 2FB, hey man, flow state was good. Good info that also hits you in the fields. That's awesome, man. It's great that somebody's doing something like that in this hobby. Me and another guy at the field yesterday, we were talking like, we're worried our club's dying because, you know, it was like we flew at the USS Alabama Battleship Park almost every weekend, and then the races were about 10 people deep, and now there's like 3 or 4 regulars that come out, and that's about it. We're trying to figure out how to recruit and things like that, but I don't know where to go. I think most adults are busy working, and kids, like high school kids, like they're broke. I mean, I look at my analytics, and the vast majority of people who watch my channel are in that 35 to 45 range, and obviously all males too. So it's a weird range to try to target. My internet is not happy today. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, why? Why internet? Let's try changing the bitrate. Yeah, I think it's... Oh, maybe it's me. Hang on, I forgot to close a bunch of stuff on my computer. It's like the first time streaming, huh? Oh, that doesn't seem to be helping at all. It's the live stream on One Us. Yeah, my internet just took a complete dump. Well, let's try changing the bitrate. I don't know. We've had a lot of bad storms, and the internet's been pretty shaky lately. Plus, I've also got a kid in the house who does nothing but stream videos, and same thing with the wife. I'm sure everybody's just consuming everything that's available right now. I'll drop the bitrate. Hopefully that helps a little bit. I don't know. Hopefully that's better. We'll see. It looks like it's a little bit better on my end. It's disappointing when this stuff happens because there's almost nothing I can do about it. Yeah, the internet sucks here. I've got one option, and it's DSL. They bound a Crossfire Nano, it reset their Wi-Fi router. I don't believe that at all. Am I streaming all day with no JB and Ciati? Hell no, I got a life to live. I got stuff to do. I am lucky that I can get away with doing 2 hours of this. Yeah, I'm lucky that it actually works for 2 hours. Put it that way too. All right, that seems to hopefully be better. Hopefully things are streaming a little bit better than they were before. So anyways, let's give it like 10 more minutes. We'll give away this sub 250 crate. Just want to get this off my plate. I've got a lot of stuff sitting around here that just needs to get out the door. I'm buried in parts that I want to pass along to you folks. Let's see what we got. I don't know why this is open. Of course, there's 4 motors, and it's gonna be the last box I grab. Why would I keep grabbing boxes afterwards? There we go. So it's going to be a set of these. These are the King 2204 3150. Yeah, 3150 motors. These are made by Flash Hobby. That's the new DYS. It's gonna be a set of these and 3 sets of 3052 by 3 gem fan props. Only thing is you gotta pay for shipping. So go ahead and sign up for that link that I posted in the video description, and one lucky person will win that. So a little bit of things changed with the sub 250 crates from FPV Crate. The last build cycle, like, I was surprised to get motors. I was kind of expecting a camera this time around because that's the only thing I don't have for the last build cycle since January. I contacted the guy at FPV Crate that I talked to, and he said back in August they made the decision to no longer include video parts. So no VTXs, cameras, and I believe antennas as well, because of so many people switching to SharkBite, DJI, and there's still a bunch on analog that they figured we're not going to include that in the crates. That way they can get more build cycles in the year So if you do subscribe to the Sub 250 Crate, you're not going to get any video gear, which then puts it down into, is it a Sub 250 Crate? Because the very first one, proper, with the right battery, it was Sub 250. Everything was curated. Now they're going to be selling, they're going to be giving you parts that who knows what target weight they're looking for. I honestly think they should probably change the name of the crate to like the FPV Crate Lite instead of the Sub 250 Crate. Because it kind of seems like the whole point of it was like, if you build this quad, it will be under 250 grams. Now they can't say that. Well, they can, but you'll be flying at line of sight. And who wants to do that? Looking to Starlink. I'm signed up for it and live in rural Tennessee. Yeah, I've heard Starlink overheats, and where I'm at, it is super hot. Spinning wheel of death with the Tramp Nano. Wow, man, I can't believe your Wi-Fi. Well, I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm hardwired on this thing. Yeah, and the FPV system costs half the build, but I kind of get their. No, it's not, Brandon. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. I suck at line of sight. I can't fly line of sight to save my life. I can fly out and back as long as the quad doesn't change orientation. Yeah, I can understand their point of not including stuff that people aren't going to want. They're trying to broaden it. It is broadening their reach for the FPV Crate, but I don't know. I think they said that the other end of it is they'll offer deeper discounts on their FPV Crate store if you want to go in and buy cameras, VTXs, antennas, things like that. I don't know how much I believe that, but yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I buy two, one for me, one for you. And honestly, this last build, I don't know if I want to build it or just broom the parts and give the parts to people that need them. I don't know. FPV Crate won't last much longer, I don't think. Yeah, Speedy Turtle, I'm there with you. I've seen a lot of stuff change. Like the first 6-7 months of it, it was doing really well. The parts selection's still really nice. You're still getting really good, high quality stuff, but they've been making so many changes to the way they operate in the last 6-7 months that it does make you kind of feel like they're trying to survive, basically. Yeah, and everybody complains about shipping. Shipping charges went up like $4, and this last set came FedEx, not USPS, and I think that might help out with the shipping. Nose in, line of sight, and it's bye-bye quad. Yep, exactly. I can do a little bit of acro stuff, like I can do some flips and rolls and things like that, but the thing's got to be like directly in front of me, pointing away. As soon as it turns a little bit, my head's trying to explode, trying to figure it out. Most people in my Discord has or are planning on canceling soon. Yeah, I've been saying that for a while, but I don't know. It gives me an easy way to do like a monthly giveaway for the FPV Crate. It's easier content too. Damn it, YouTube, quit giving me the bitrate warning. I get it. It's low. All right, let's see if I can bump the bitrate back up. Maybe that was just a momentary thing. And nope, it wasn't. Yep, nope. Nope. Boy, 3,500. Yeah, something's going on with the internet. I don't know if other people are just here. I'm sure the wife's streaming stuff. I'm sure the kid's streaming stuff. It's not working well. Oh, man. No, I don't think they'll completely die. They're worth the money, but it depends on what it's worth to you. If you don't like the idea of getting random parts, then it's not for you. I I've been in this long enough where I know what it is I want to fly. Like in the beginning, I'm just building all sorts of random stuff. Whatever parts are available, it's usually whatever's cheap. I'm building quads out of it, but after a while you kind of learn, like, I like this, and I want this, and then you know what you want and you buy it. So with the crate deal, you know, you're getting random pieces, which is nice because then it kind of maybe pushes you into building something that you wouldn't normally build. But it also, I mean, like, I give away most of the FPV crate stuff, if not all of it. There's a few things that I keep that I really like, but for the most part, I just pass it along to the next person. I'm at that point in the hobby where I can kind of afford to help other people out with it. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, all my line of sight crashes are usually full throttle into the ground. Yeah. Current GW have ELRS 900 and 2.4. Can't tell them apart. Antenna length, if you got antennas on it. So if you guys haven't seen the poll that's going up at the top there, this is going to be for a super chat today. Let me know what it is that you would like to see for the super chat. I've got a flight controller ESC combo. It is this one here. This is out of a FPV crate. ESC and flight controller. I believe this is a F722. I honestly think T-Motor makes this. And I think this ESC is also a T-Motor ESC. So we've got that. The other one is for an ExpressLRS 2.4 transmitter. And remember, ExpressLRS is out of like the beta release. So these are both 2.4. The beauty of this system is all the guts inside of this can unbolt and fit into this case, and the cases are open source. They're online. You can download it. So if you have, you know, a full-size JR bay, and then you also have a radio that has a smaller JR bay, or you switch to a different radio, you can literally take the guts out of this guy and put them inside of this one. The only thing it changes is the connector on the back. Oh wait, no, this is just empty shell, but you get the idea. So that's a really cool setup there. Then the other thing is this is a newbie drone hummingbird kit. It's a brushed whoop, and the brushed whoops are so much better than I remember them being. So it is 3 cockroach frames. One camera mount, 1 250, 1 is LiPo. Let's see, 2 sets of props, some plaid motors, 1 camera, you can't really see it, the Hummingbird AIO flight controller, and a newbie drone B-Ceiver. This is a FR Sky receiver. Yeah, so that's a pretty good little combo right there. Again, well, not again, but nobody sponsors this stuff. This is all out of my own pocket, so nobody's sending me products anymore. Well, I take that back. They are, but not for these types of giveaways. So that's a pretty cool kit, and the Hummingbird brushless whoops, or brushed whoops, are freaking amazing, to be honest. They're really good. Oh, back to the chat. What's the stack again for that super chat, and how much? Let's see. The stack is the flight controller is a it's an F722. I'm pretty sure it's a T-Motor, but it's branded FPV Crate, and then the ESC is also FPV Crate, and I don't remember the specs on it. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. It says it's a FPV Crate 46 amp 4-in-1 ESC. I don't remember many of the specs. It's BL Heli 32, I believe. So, I mean, there's that. Here's a link to the info on it. So that's the flight controller ESC combo. I've wired it up to a quad, flown it a little bit. I don't do 30 by 30 anymore. Everything I do is 20 by 20. So I got some other really cool stuff on the way. That you guys are gonna want to stick around for. Well, not today, but you know, in future live streams, I got some cool stuff. Watermelon LOS. Yeah. So that's the ESC. Another thing. So a bunch of you guys in my videos have seen this. This is like the thing I use the absolute most while building and doing everything else. It is just it's a 3D printed vise. Super handy. It's amazing what you use this for and how well it works. We're gonna do a 3D printed vise. Whoever wins the super chat giveaway is gonna get a 3D printed vise. It's all in pieces. You got to put it together yourself. It's pretty easy to do, but I'm gonna throw that in there just to sweeten the pot. It's been a while since I've done a super chat giveaway, and it's been a while since I've done my live stream at the normal time, but. It's pink and black. It's all PET G. If you don't like the colors, I'm sorry. That's what it is. All right, guys, we're gonna spin the wheel for the sub 250 crate. I have 36 people entered. If you haven't entered yet, go ahead and enter right now. You've got about, I don't know, maybe a minute to get it done, and then we're gonna spin this sucker. All right, folks. And we're going to close this down in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. That's that. That is the wrong display. There we go. That's backwards. All right, folks. This is for the sub 250 crate. Good luck, everybody. And the winner is... Mark T. Torgensen. I'm sure that's wrong, but hey, congratulations. You won the sub 250 crate. I'll hit you up. I got your email address, and I'll get that out to you. If he doesn't want it, or he, she, whatever they are, doesn't want it, I'll just randomly pick one of my patrons and give it to them. One of these folks up here. These are the cool kids. These are the guys that support me the most. Thank you very much. All right, so that's out of the way. Let's go ahead and end this poll so it's clear you guys want the flight controller ESC combo. That's cool. All right, we're gonna do flight controller ESC combo. I don't know where the hell I just put it. Oh, there it is. Oh, I got so much junk on my bench. All right, 26 votes. 46% of you said you want the ESC flight control combo, so we are going to do that today. $5 super chat will get you on the wheel one time for the parts. I will. You know what? I'm not going to shuffle it this time. If you do like 3 or 4 entries, they're going to be all in a row. So keep that in mind. I'm not going to shuffle it today. $5 super chat, I'll get you on the wheel. If you don't want to do super chats and you want to do PayPal, go to tweetfpv.com and click that PayPal link down there, and make sure you put in the chat here that you sent it via PayPal, and I'll get it out to you. So so it'll be this, and it'll be the 3D printed vise if you want it. If you don't want it, then that's fine as well. All right, so ExpressLRS is out of the beta phase. They actually have a release 1.0, and all my gear is still on the V1, or no, I think it's on 0.8 for the configurator, something like that. So I'm gonna get it updated to the newest version, and I'll take you guys along for the process. So first thing off, we got to get the configurator. I'm on Windows, so we're gonna go to ExpressLRS configurator release page, and I'm gonna download the exe. Well, out of beta unless from beta FPV. Yeah, well, guys, if you don't trust beta FPV and for some reason you trust me, my bitrate went down to absolute crap. I tried downloading something. Sorry, guys. Apparently, I can't do that anymore. I don't know what is going on with. Yeah, I clicked that download link and it just absolutely destroyed my internet. So I can't do that apparently. All right, Steady Eddie, not sure if I'll be on, but put me in. Sun's out for a change. Gonna charge some batteries right now. All right, Steady Eddie, I got you on there for 3. Bob Noxious, welcome to the live stream. Sorry, I got something in my throat there. From froze at the same time. So weird. On the ExpressLRS 2.4, what transit module with the highest output power? So everything the LoRa module is the same on all of them. It's 27 milliwatts. At least on the builds that I have, the most it'll let you get is 24. Or sorry, not 27 milliwatts. 27 dBm. The most I've been able to get is 24. So I believe that caps you at 250 milliwatts. They're capable of 500, but I think for reliability and heat reasons, they're keeping it down to 250. Let me look here. Yeah, 250 milliwatts, at least with the build that I have. The parts are the same. So the big part that they all have is that LoRa module, and as far as I know, there's only one LoRa module that everybody's using, and it's up to 27 dBm, which is 500 milliwatts. Rob Logan Jr., $5, $5 buckaroonies for the super chat. I don't know much about the 900 megahertz. I haven't been following that at all. I don't know. I'm still going to stick with Crossfire for 900 megahertz just because everything I have is already Crossfire. That's the only reason why. Market Zero on the wheel for 1. Thank you, my friend. I'll get you in there. All right. So why am I still on the screen here? Wait, I know why I'm on that screen. All right, let's update this configurator. So let's go ahead and update the configurator for ExpressLRS. All right, got another poll coming up here. All right, so Bob Noxious on the wheel. 1 entry. Thank you very much. Good luck. So I have a buttload of parts for Ghost, Tracer, and ExpressLRS. I need to get down to one, and I don't know which one to pick. There are things I like about one system versus the other. House. It looks like Speedy sent you something on PayPal. Oh. Thank you, whoever is paying attention, because I sure am not. Speedy Turtle coming in huge. Speedy Turtle with 4. Oop. All right. So. Thank you for being honest. Steady Eddie, I appreciate that. All right. So as far as the RF protocols I have Ghost, Tracer, and ExpressLRS. I'm talking 2.4, 900 megahertz. I'm gonna stick with Crossfire just because that's what I already have, and I trust it. Ghost, I love the integration of the tramp and the receiver all on one boards. The module seems to be very useful. I like the module. Tracer, I already have it. The module's okay. I do have a couple of the Mambos coming, which are gonna be kind of nice. Did I spell it? I don't know. They do have integrated VTX and receivers now, finally. This is something I've been complaining about for a while, if you guys have been around for a while. I hate the name of it. I think that TBS is being TBS. They should just call it the unifier, like it says on the back, instead of calling it the 69. I think it's a terrible name for a company to be calling their product. I don't know. It just seems immature for them to do it that way. They gotta be a professional company. So this is a VTX and Tracer receiver all on one board. So awesome. Really like that. Rob Logan Jr. Let's see. We got her. Ooh, Rob Logan Jr. Rob Logan Jr. in for 3. All right. Yeah, Kearns JW, this is the all-in-one from TBS. I will be surprised if they don't change their name to Unifier, like it actually says on the boards. They're calling it the TBS 69. A lot of really cool stuff comes with this receiver, like the plates and all the stuff, but... I dropped it. Oh, dropped it. Like it comes with like a plastic case for it, but... I like the idea to be able to put it on a stack, and you're going to do that with just doing the bare board. I believe the holes are 3 mil on it, which is nice. I think the all-in-one board from Impulse RC or Immersion RC is a much higher quality board. It has the gummies on it. I think it's going to be more durable in the long run. It's probably heavier, unfortunately. But yeah, Dauntless because because of sex. It's funny that way. I think was it Diatone was trying to change their tagline to I think it was like "Come and Get It, Big Boy" or something like that, and they took a rash of shit for. They took a rash of complaints for doing that. Like, I get it, it's funny. Maybe that's call it an internal name like that, but I don't think it's I don't think it's a good idea for their company to be calling it that. Like, imagine little Johnny son of a bitch going up to mommy and daddy. Hey, mom, dad, I need you to buy me one of these TBS 69s. Like, what? I don't know. I think it's a bad idea. Current JW, I agree. 69 is a little bit out there. I got the Crossfire ones. Cool, man. I've been saying forever that they need to do this instead of doing the solder on boards. Mike Bergman, I'm so invested in Crossfire at this point, it's hard to change, but I'd check out ExpressLRS before switching to Tracer. Yeah, so ExpressLRS parts are cheap. They seem to be extremely reliable. The noise and latency plots are they're far better than everybody else. I don't know. I want to do ExpressLRS, but the thing that I like about both the Ghost and the Tracer system is the integrated VTX control. Mike Bird, you can sell it now before it's dead and get ExpressLRS to replace the gear. Most end up with money to spare. Yeah, I'm really torn between ExpressLRS and sticking with Tracer. The other thing is I already have Tracer in a bunch of my stuff, so yeah. Speaking, need a Crossfire Nano, $20. All right, let's get back over to updating this stuff. Release, we're gonna do. What's the newest one? 1.0. All right. So we're going to do release 1.0. The target, this is a DIY 2.4 ESP32 via UART. We're not going to do it over a UART, but this is the way we're going to do it. Binding phrase, what did I call it? Crap, I can't remember. I think I picked something super generic. Yeah, that's right. Yes, you guys can see my binding phrase. No, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, I'll probably never fly with any of you guys, at least not for a long time. I would love to get a get together and fly with you guys. Let's see, checking out the Discordy stuff. I screwed up Rob Logan's thing. I gotta get one more in there. Cause math. All right. Where am I at? All right, ExpressLRS. And I'm just leaving it like this. I know there's probably faster ways to do it. Does ExpressLRS configurator run on Android? Let's see. I don't think so. No. Ubuntu, Debian, Arch, Red Hat, Fedora, CentOS, Windows, Mac OS, and that's all I see as far as what ExpressLRS configurator runs on. But that would be cool. 98 days streak. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. All right, back to the chat. Where are we at? There we go. Sorry, moving around. Speed Turtle Brandon, I'll take it. Okay, back to this. Where are we at? All right, we're gonna do that and actions. We're gonna do build. This might take a minute. Who else is out there using ExpressLRS right now? I know Brandon Baked Beans is. I know he's deep into it. Anybody else in here using it? Or is anybody using one of these high performance 2.4 links? Or is everybody still using FR Sky and Crossfire? EDOC hasn't had it set up, but he has the hardware. Yeah, the compiling process takes a bit of time. Why is that so damn small? There we go. Yeah, the first time you build this, it takes some time. It even says it right there. This is a fresh format of Windows, so I haven't really done any of this stuff on this computer yet. Current JW, I was putting the foldable TPU mount for Crossfire. I like the thought of it. TPU. A hard case and no gummies does bother me some. Yeah, the hard case is for like, I'm gonna double side sticky tape it to something. It does come with an adapter to get it out to 30 by 30, which is kind of cool. Something that the I don't think the Ghost hybrid boards have the ability to do 30 by 30. I think it's 20 by 20 only. So you guys are seeing how long it takes to do the very first build, because yeah, this is the first one I've ever done on this computer. EDOC, I have Ghost on my switchback. I barely notice it. I did it to not have the big antenna of Crossfire. The OS seems nearly the same. Though I'm using SRLX2, we call it. It's called and not Ghost. Yeah, I noticed a huge difference switching to any of the like when I went to Tracer, it felt good, and then once you go back to not Tracer or one of the not high performance 2.4 gigahertz links, you really can feel the difference. Yeah, it has to download the library, so glitch time. Internet's gonna crap out on me. There we go. It's built. And it will dump the file into the computer there. All right. So, got that built. Let's go and do the disk cam. Fire this bad boy up.
Welcome to OpenTA.
System menu. Go to the ExpressLRS. Oh, I gotta put the module in, don't I? Really hard to update it without putting it into the radio. There we go.
Welcome to OpenTA.
I gotta have a model selected that's actually using the ExpressLRS module, or a model selected for the module. And gotta have the Lua. So we got that, and we're gonna hit Wi-Fi update. And this is go to 10.0.0.1. So we're gonna go do that now. All right. All right, we can go there, but it's not gonna do anything. We still need to connect via Wi-Fi. Turn that on. I have a wireless card in this computer, and I also have it direct hardwired. so I can do both without losing any connectivity. What's the keyword? I think the keyword is ExpressLRS. And it's connected. And we can go to 10.0.0.1 and we get the ExpressLRS update page. And from here, you can update the firmware on your module. All right, so we're gonna go to choose file. And now I have to find that file. Where the heck is that at? I hate the structure, the folder structure in which they do this. So I'm gonna take that and I'm just gonna dump on the desktop so I can actually find it. And hit update. Now in the past I've had to do this twice to make it work. Have you ever heard of LED race wires causing desync problems? Not on a sound build. If your ESC and motors are already on their way out, it could, but I've never heard it being directly related. All right, now if you see up here, right in the corner, it says okay. So that means it's okay. They really need to do something different with this page. Like make it say your module has been flashed successfully or something in the middle here. It would be nice. EDOC, all my analog quads are either Ghost, Red Pine, or DJI plus Crossfire. The rest makes latency feel different. You know, you can get used to latency. Its inconsistency is what I think people end up struggling with. All right, back to the radio. We can exit the Lua script. And there is our module. Yeah, they're still allowing only 250 milliwatts, which is short of what the lower module can do, and it's probably for a good reason. It's probably for heat and reliability. So let's go ahead and close that out. All right. Always got to move this microphone around. Hopefully it doesn't cause a whole lot of noise. Hope Immersion RC will eventually add ExpressLRS to their module so I don't have to module swap all the time. I hope Immersion RC will eventually add ExpressLRS to their module so I don't have to module swap all the time. I don't see them doing that because they basically be killing off their Ghost protocol. All right, let's see. Current JW, forgot to ask you. I forgot to ask. You saw the first TBS modules had 868 and 915. Not sure if you're affected on Tracer. No, that's just with Crossfire. EDOC, if you use Password Manager, you should add your ExpressLRS paraphrase to it. Nope. What UART are you using? Specific LEDs. Once another. Let's see if anything. Push me from Crossfire because the ungodly big antennas. It's really annoying to me. Mini Immortal T, all we have for light builds. Yeah, the Mini Immortal T is garbage. It is a garbage antenna that it puts form over function, big time. Yeah, EDOC, my bit rate is really bad. I don't know if it's all the other people in my house are chomping away at the internet right now, or if my internet's just gone to crap. Probably a little bit of both. Sorry guys, it sucks. William McEwen, you're extremely correct. The ExpressLRS heavy metal antennas are hot garbage. They are just garbage. All right. So we built up the firmware for the transmitter module. Now we got to do the receivers. So the target is going to be, I'm going to put this on a EP1. So we're going to go down to Happy Model, EP via Wi-Fi. Same stuff, just leave it alone. We'll do build and flash. So to put your, this is my testing rig. To put your receiver into Wi-Fi update mode, power it on without a radio being nearby to bind to. And eventually that orange LED right there will flash rapidly. I think it takes about 20 seconds. So let's give it a minute here. There we go. We got that rapid flash. That is in Wi-Fi updating mode. All right, so again, we got to build up the libraries and it's got to download. So my internet is going to go to trash. So I will be right back. Never mind, that happened a lot faster than I thought it would. All right, so we're in Wi-Fi binding mode. We need to find the ExpressLRS RX, connect, paraphrases ExpressLRS again, and do next. And if we look over here, it tried automatically updating it over Wi-Fi, and it did. It couldn't find it, so I'm just gonna hit retry because now that we are connected to it via Wi-Fi, this will go by a lot faster. It doesn't have to download the libraries or anything. And we can see right here, it is sending the data to the receiver via Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi antenna is pretty weak on these receivers, so you got to put it really close to your Wi-Fi antenna on your computer. And that's it, all built up. So that's all built up and flashed. So we'll just power cycle this. We'll take power off. Turn my radio on here. And we'll power this guy on again. And I already have a connection on my radio. RSSI bars are there. And then I use this to test failsafe. So if I failsafe, the LEDs turn red.
Receiver still connected.
Boom. There we go. So that's how you update ExpressLRS. It's pretty easy. Pretty easy little process there. I was kind of expecting it to actually take longer, but nope, it doesn't. Oh man, I haven't been paying attention to the chat. Sorry guys. Yeah, stream's bad, got it. Race Day Quad sells QTs for $6 are way better than the Happy Model antennas. That is true. Also ceramic, but have not checked the range on that. So a project I'm working on is making a retrofit. You know, I'm not gonna tell you guys. We'll save it for later. Between the whip antenna and the crossfire race antenna from Vaz, the chip antennas are cool, but apparently need to be vertical, which is unnatural. They do work. Yeah, the chip antennas are going to be good for, I think the idea is for basically micros. Very light build. You know, if you're going to stick an external receiver in something like this, you'd want to use the ones with the SMD antennas. I don't know if I would use it for a racer, like a 5-inch multi-GP racer. In my experience, the SMD antennas don't have very good range, but, you know, it might be just the way I built it. No, I just texted them, and I'm sure they're ignoring their text because they're busy watching movies. The stream just kicked me out. That's weird. You know what? My daughter's playing Fortnite right now, I think. Maybe that's the issue. Really? It actually booted you guys out? What the heck? That's really weird. That is really, really weird. I had to end the stream and everything. Maybe I hit the wrong button. I probably hit the wrong button. Yeah. I don't know if I have the buttons assigned right on my Stream Deck. After rebuilding this computer, it's been a struggle trying to get everything back to the way it was, unfortunately. Got something cool from SkyZone. They sent me these. These are the Cobra FPV goggles, and these are like a V2. They contacted me, said, "Hey, we really like the teardown video I did on the 03Xs, and they wanted me to do a teardown on these after I review them. I guess they have an upgraded DVR and power management board for the originals to give it a better DVR and longer runtime. So that is going to be something coming up." What is going on here? Is there anybody here? Yeah, still here. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. Like, even the YouTube analytics is saying that there's nobody in here. I don't know. Yeah, I've got about a 5-minute span where it shows zero people being in here. Really weird. My internet is really bad today. All right. Hey, thanks, guys. Glad you're all still here. Yeah, I don't know what the heck's going on. I've had this problem once before where the internet got really bad. I tried resetting everything, and it turned out like my ISP was just, you know, doing their funny things that they normally do. I don't know why you guys got kicked out. It's really weird. All right. Well, you guys are still here. Thank you. Glad you're still here, or at least figured out a way to get back, you know? Yeah. That's weird. Yeah, the QT antennas I think would be a good replacement for the Happy Model ones. I really wish Mike Bergman started an argument with JB? What? Scandalous. So here's all the TBS goodies you get when you buy the unifier. So you do get an awful lot of bits and pieces. The antenna is extremely high quality. It's very stiff. Not like the Happy Model ones, which are almost like just limp wire. It's a very stiff antenna. Really good UFL to SMA. They call this. They said this is heat transfer plastic. I kind of call BS on that. I don't see that's. I don't believe that. I mean, it's probably better than nothing, but it also comes with this little the RF heat shield or RF shield, which that's pretty cool. I don't know. I definitely would probably use that in a build if this is on top of the stack. I would definitely use that if I had the space for it. But I think once this thing's all built up, it's not really meant to. It's not meant to be screwed into position. This thing just, I don't know. It's like a zip tie slash tape type setup. Figure out how it's supposed to be. I think like that maybe. Oh, that's right. So one of the cool things that they did with this is they put a little springy part in this plastic, and that goes over the bind button. So you have a big pad to hit for binding. Let's see, had you nailed down for like 3 minutes for 600 viewers. Jeez. Started going off on Mike for something he was arguing with on Discord, but it was mistaken identity. Poor Mike. Oh, that sucks, man. How does this go on here? I don't know, that doesn't feel right at all. Looks right though. And then that goes on there. So you get this nice little sandwich looking VTX receiver combo here. And then there's some screws to screw that all together. Or if you wanted to go 30 by 30, you would put this on top instead. And that would stretch out to 30 by 30. It feels like they thought about just about everything with this, but I don't know. So there's, we'll put that all aside. Let me grab the tracer one, or the ghost board. Yeah, the case locks together pretty well. You're definitely gonna want to use the screws to hold it together really tight. Sorry, guys. Allergies or something. So there's the Ghost hybrid board. This one has the locking UFLs. So it's got a little clickety-clack lock. I don't know if I like these or not. I feel like one of the advantages with UFLs is in a hard crash, it's going to pop off. This in a hard crash is going to rip everything off. But they are very similar looking. obviously it just looks. There's definitely way less components on, I don't know about less components, but the connector's a lot smaller. There's way less pins on it. This does have rubber gummies that go on it, but this is still M3 mount, and so is this. But if you put the case on it, then it's like tape mount. Unless you use a 30x30 adapter, then it'll be M3 as well. I've gone on record many times saying M2 just needs to go away. M2 is a terrible mounting solution. 20x20, 30x30, it doesn't matter. Get rid of M2. Make everything M3. I'm tired of there being so many different options out there. Like, you never know what you're gonna get with the frame. Like these glide builds I've been building, I got to go outside and drill out the holes to make them M3 so I can use, you know, normal human-sized screws on them. Dauntless, somebody was arguing FAA rules with him on TikTok. Oh, that sounds like a good place to do that. Or something. He read his name in the stream. I forgot it was someone else arguing with him. I don't have TikTok. Race day VTX management is the reason not to use ExpressLRS. Race day VTX management. Yeah, okay. So that's what I was saying between like which one should I use, ExpressLRS, Ghost, or Tracer, is because these do have VTX management through the board, but you still have it through Betaflight. So this is a little bit easier, which is nice, but I don't think it works as well as everybody thinks. I think people think that they can just power on the radio, set their VTX channel, and then plug in and not have to worry about wiping people out. But this thing still does turn on it does still turn on the VTX before it gets the commands to switch it. At least in older firmwares. I don't know if it's something they're working on or if they have the ability to fix that. So if you had this set for R8 and you want to switch to R4, you tell your radio R4, hit send, you plug this guy in, it goes R8, oh, R4. So you're still going to blast the wrong VTX, you're still going to blast the wrong channel for a moment. But it's, you know, you don't have to be in the goggles to make the adjustments. So you can do it that way, which is nice. So you don't have to be in goggles. So if somebody else is on the same channel, like while you guys are all starting up at the pits, I find like if two people are on the same channel, you got to be like, all right, I need you to get off so I can switch, or I need you to power down so I can switch. So yeah, you'll have to have someone else power down so you can see your video, so you can switch, unless you're using the Betaflight Lua script, which if you're doing that, then there's no issue. So that is an advantage, but then you can't control the VTX through Betaflight. It's one or the other. You can't have both. Dauntless, has anybody figured out how to flash ExpressLRS to Tracer hardware? Would be cool for the TBS Mambo. That would be cool. I have two TBS Mambos coming. I bought them pre-order the day they were released. Still have no tracking information on them. I don't know if people are getting them or if there's some sort of holdup. So I'm not sure. Yeah, with Ghost you can set it up without powering on the quad. Yep, Ghost Hybrid boots up in pit mode. Okay, so that must be an option. Yeah, I saw that, and that's also been my experience. When it powers on, it goes to the original channel for a second. Doesn't Tracer use the same chip as Ghost? No, totally different type of modulation. Similar but different. Yeah, apples and oranges. Current JW, still wait on his. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make the Mambo my daily driver. I bought it so I could model grips for it, by the way. If you want your FPV radio grips, go to tweetfpv.com. Click the links in there. Also, I'm selling ExpressLRS transmitter modules, hand-built and tested, every one of them before they leave my house. So if you're interested in getting in the ExpressLRS 2.4 game, click that link and pick yours up today. Shameless plug. Also, if you want to support me and want to be one of the cool kids up here, click that Patreon link. Oh, by the way, we got a new patron. I need to welcome Michael Donnelly. Welcome to the Cool Kid Club. Does the Mambo have the same super finicky gimbals as the Tango 2? What do you mean? The Tango 2 has the world's best gimbals ever created. You are a heretic, and we should shout you out of the room. No, it's gonna have the same gimbals. Hopefully, they've corrected the issues that the Tango 2 had. When I got my Tango 2 on the review, I said these are some of the worst feeling gimbals I have ever had. They felt like somebody threw a handful of sand in there. Let me grab my Tango 2. I'll show you guys the issues I have with it. My headphones died. Cool thing about these headphones. Battery comes out. Extra battery in the base station charging. And the side plate's magnet right on. Pretty cool. I really like these headphones. All right, switch to the desk cam here. So the calibration is finicky as heck. Sorry about the refresh rate on it. It's just one of those things with the OLED screen. But I cannot reach the corners. So that's 1500 to, or sorry, 0 to the left, and I can't go 0, 0. Right there. I'm sure you guys can't see it because of the refresh rate. I don't know if I can change that. You know what? You guys are just gonna take my word for it. I could probably show it to you on a different radio. Here we go. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So the issue I have, and this is my X9 Lite, but I'll try to demonstrate what I'm getting on my Tango 2, and I've had this since day one. They told me I'm insane, and this isn't an issue. Lots of people have this issue. So see here, I can go right to the corner. So this is 0 microseconds on the throttle and 0 on the yaw. Here's what happens on the Tango 2, is it goes to here, and as you go up, it goes, oh, and it bounces over. It doesn't, you can't actually get into that corner. You can't get there. So you get to here, and then as you go up, it'll go in. And same thing once you get to the top here, it'll do that. And then it'll come back in. So you can't actually get to all 4 corners of the gimbal. Yes, I know. Go ahead and try to recalibrate it. No, it's not a calibration issue. It's a hardware issue. Mike Bergman, Trappy explained how to fix that. Yep, Trappy's full of shit. It's not a fix. There's an issue with it. When you calibrate, don't push the sticks hard. Yeah, I've been doing this for a while. It's not that. That's not the issue. It has to do with the type of Hall effect pickup that's on this. They use kind of the same setup the Nirvana used, where it doesn't have. Let's see how to explain this. So the traditional potentiometer gimbal has a magnet on the end of the rotating shaft of each axis. So picture this is your throttle axis. It rotates. There's a magnet on the end here, glued to it. The pickup is here, and it's reading the lines of flux off the magnet. The way the Tango 2 gimbals work and the way the Nirvana gimbals work is in the center of the stick, at the bottom, there's a magnet. And as you move the stick, it does this. So imagine your magnet is going up, down, left, and right. And then the pickup is underneath it. So I think it gets to the point where it can't pick up any more lines of flux as it goes out. I could be wrong, but you can't pick it up. Or it can't pick it up. Yeah, the form factor and the switches of the Tango 2 are on another level. They are way better than everything else out there. Radio messed up being on a dive. Ugh. Current JW, gotta go install thermostat. All right, man, have a good one. Brandon Baked Beans, SX 1280 on ExpressLRS, SX 1276 and Tracer. Don't know what to do Laura, but 2176 is FLRC modulation. Yeah, different type of modulation. Put some nigel on your gimbals in the tension bar behind them. Yeah, I want to do that. I haven't gotten a chance to do that. I do have my nigel finally. After feeling what it feels like, there's no way in heck I'm going to stick that on a quad. It's just gross. Ugh. Yeah, okay, Mike Bergman. So you're all right. Yeah, you're picking up what I'm laying down here. Let's see. Here we go. So right here, this little guy, pretty sure that's what I'm looking at. This is the pickup for the Hall Effect gimbal. Right there, this little guy. So then the magnet swings left and right, up and down, and this picks up the change in the lines of flux off the magnet that's on the underside of the gimbal. Let's see if we can find a picture of the gimbal. I don't know if they're going to show the back side of it or not. No, fortunately. Yeah, I don't see any pictures of the back side of the gimbal. Yeah. Oh well. But you kind of pick up what I'm talking about. Stream is locked up for me. Hope it's still working for you. All right, guys. So about 30 minutes here. We'll go ahead and spin the wheel for the VTX ESC combo, and I'll throw in the 3D printed electronics vise along with it. Got to get out and do my iGao 3. I'll be taking a trip up to Michigan and Chicago next week, so I got to get my entries in and try to get my my upload schedule done before I leave. Next week, since I'm kind of behind on the live streams, it'll be the giveaway of this, the 5-inch Patreon quad. These folks up here, you know what I'm talking about. If you want to get in on this quad, it's a 4S. It's mostly FPV crate built, but built, ready to fly. It's got XM Plus in it already. Head over to Patreon and sign up. That's where you can get the entry link right now. $5 and up gets you the entry link now. Under that, it will go live the day of the live stream giveaway. The live stream giveaway will be interesting because I won't be here. I'll try to do it on the road. I'll try to do it on the road, either at my folks' place or while I'm driving. We'll see how well that works out. The internet can't be much worse than this. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I thought this week's trick would be harder. Yeah, I thought so too. The cube cross is a little difficult until you figure out the I forgot my keys move. It took me a couple tries, but as soon as I like figured out the motion, I'm like, oh, I actually like this. It's a really cool look. So this week's challenge is they call it I forgot my keys. So you like walk out the door, oh, forgot my keys, you go back. the idea is that you take the quad, and I'm sure most of the people in here are doing IGO anyways. So here's your obstacle. So picture this is a tree. You come out with the quad, you go, whoop, forgot my keys, come back, and then go back out. So that's kind of the cool thing. And it's almost like a Matty, like a trippy spin. As you come back, you're looking at the canopy or whatever it is you're flying past. And then the cube cross, it's going through a cube, around, flying backwards through it, and then back through the cube. I know not a great way to show it, but really cool trick. I like that. Speedy didn't get to make a video this week. Oh man, that sucks. Oh, the cradle was the line of one of the Weeblies. Oh, that's cool. You got a letter. Yeah, they stack up quick, man. Remember you forgot your keys on the side and come out the other. Oh yeah, that's right. You're supposed to go around it. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, so you go through and then I forgot and come back out the other side. Not on one side and then the other. Yeah, so my video from last week, I thought like, man, that was really cool. It looked cool, and then I started looking at some of the other like high upvote pilots. I'm just like, damn, what are they flying? Like, how do they do that? Like, it just blows my mind, like what people are able to do on a whoop. They make their whoops look like they're 5-inch power, but on mine, I'm smacking the ground because I got nothing left to give. It's weird. I usually try to make a minimum trip. Yeah, I do the same thing, but usually my minimum one is, once it's done, I'm just like, I got other shit to do. Yeah, I'm always curious what their builds are. I look at the OSDs on a lot of them, and they're usually Doobie Drone or they're Mobulas. 2S high KV whoops. Okay, I can see that. No, Mike Bergman, it's not only 65 millimeter. You can do 65, 75, and 85 now. There is a maximum cell count requirement, and they allow this little guy in there, the Emax Nanohawk. I guess this is pretty highly contested, letting this thing in there because it is barely a ducted whoop. Come on, focus. Yeah, it's barely a ducted whoop. Yeah. Yeah, there's specific entry requirements. Yeah, you really have to be committed to it. I think I made it to week 18, and it just got... I mean, I put the effort in to make the tricks. It was just... I ran out of time, ran out of effort, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna let it go. Usually work got in the way, and I was fighting through a lot of hurricanes, and when a hurricane comes through the area, work goes bonkers. Like, work gets really busy, and it gets hard to find the time to do it. But I mean, it's easy content. So now I try to do 2 videos a week and a live stream. So I've got something Wednesday, something more technical Wednesday, and then Friday the iGal. And then the live stream on Sunday. A lot of people were giving me crap for releasing my iGal video on Saturday last week, but I'm like, guys, look, it's been uploaded since Tuesday. I put it on Reddit on Tuesday. My YouTube upload schedule, I just put it out on Saturday. So just because it's out on YouTube Saturday doesn't mean that's when it was put on Reddit. And you know, like, you can do these and you can make them private and not public and still do the iGal thing. Or no, you can do them unlisted, not private, unlisted, because somebody's got to be able to view it through the YouTube link. Wouldn't a 2S 75mm whoop? It would be pretty good, but you start doing tricks where, like, you're doing gates. So, you know, fly this through a gate, versus this, that little bit can make a difference. And just because it's got more power doesn't make it more useful or more agile. I don't know, it kind of depends on what you're used to as well. But I really liked this one last year, 75 mil. This is a 1S, and this is actually pretty good on 1S. It's super light, and it's running silverware. This is one of my favorites. Last year I tried to do a lot of stuff in HD, so this one's got most of the Modula 6 guts in it with bigger motors. And this is kind of fun, but it's 1S again, and it's seriously lacking on power. Last season I used my 65mm for most challenges. I used 75mm a couple times and 85-0. Yeah, mostly 65 and 75. I didn't use any 85mm last year. There were some guys that were doing 85mm with like Hero 6s on them, using real steady, which was really cool, but I don't think they kept doing that for very long. Like I was doing HD, I would mix HD and analog into my videos, and it was really cool, but after a little while, I just couldn't do it. It was too much weight and too much work. Yeah, 85 would be great for the Rubik's Cube and the inverted yaw spins and all that stuff. Does anybody have a good whoop for iGao I can buy from them? Probably, I'm gonna say probably the best whoop for iGao is gonna be the Modula 6 with the 25,000 kV motors. Out of the box, that's probably gonna be the best one you can get. Pressed your wife with your chorizo. That's awesome. Yeah, that was a good video. I like that. Got some video from the field with the Insta360 Go 2. I'm still extremely impressed with that camera. It never ceases to amaze me how good that camera looks. I don't know how well it's going to work with the Bitstream, but after finally getting the ND filters for it, it really cleans up the exposure. Even though you can't lock I think you can lock the frame rate now, or maybe you can lock the exposure, but it really makes it look better. The tough choice now is in post, like, do I want to do no stabilization? Do I want to do FPV stabilization? What field of view do you want to do? Like, there's just all sorts of options that you can do after you take the video, which is so nice with the Insta360 Go. Like, you do a GoPro, like, you got to have that stuff set before you go, because that's it. But with this, you can make the choice later on. So this is stabilization off. I think this one here is FPV stabilization on and probably ultra wide. And you can tell it's got stabilized. You can see the motors kind of pop into view every once in a while. I've never let anything go. I feel like, you know what? No, there's always, yeah, I had a Mob 6 with 25, didn't like how it flew. You got to tune it better. It is, for doing acro, it's probably the best quad out there for acro, or 65mm for acro. Between that, maybe the Nanohawk, but the Nanohawk, I just have so much jello in it. What part's getting hard to come by? Every once in a while, you'll see things pop on for newbie drone. And this one here is stabilization on and narrow. It's definitely a little bit different look. And it's hard to tell which one I like better. what parts are hard to come by? Yeah. Let's see. Newbie Drone has the Hummingbird F4 Pro in stock. They have the Acro B65 in stock. So, I mean, they're there. I don't have an affiliate to Newbie Drone, but that's in stock. That's a pretty good whoop. That's this one here. I really like this one. Newbie Drone frames are fragile, so you gotta pick up more. Has that big drone feel when you use an arrow. Yeah. I'd only output narrow for a short clip in an edit. It's a really interesting perspective. Yeah, so the other really cool thing with Insta360 Go is you can switch it to 9x16 in post. And it's not just going to take that image and make it 9x16, but you're going to use the 9x16 data from the sensor. And that looks really cool. Especially if you have like when did you come back online? I was always online, never left. Mobula 6, which KV's best? 25,000. Get the 25,000. It's very short flight times, but if you flash, I BL Heli M and put 48 kilohertz PWM frequency ESC firmware on it, that gives you a little bit more time, but the 25,000 kV motors definitely give you a lot more pop, especially if you're doing like acro stuff outside. Yeah, I think YouTube locked the stream up for some reason. All parts are hard to come by. Yeah, if you guys want something, you're gonna have to pre-order it. Like if you're waiting till it comes into stock, and on a place that can do pre-order, yeah, good luck. Yep, eDoc, that's exactly it. You can scale them down. Let's see. Open with. What's that? Where'd the music go? Oh, I know what happened. There we go. Sorry guys, trying to figure something out here. So here is, oh, let's see, let's mute this thing, so it's gonna be annoying. So you can change it to 9x16 and get a very different look out of it. I think the Insta360 Go is just one of the most versatile cameras out there I've used. It's a very different perspective. Like you really get the front of the motors in view. Obviously, depending on how you have the camera mounted to your quad. You do it 1x1 for various platforms. Yeah, Insta360 Go is probably one of my favorite cameras, just because it's so small and you can put it on just about anything. It's really easy to use. And it's kind of set it and forget it. Like you just take a pro video and then you can deal with, you know, trying to figure out how to lay it out in the end. And like I'm doing this all live as it's playing off the camera right now. So you can turn on flow state and just have that horizon lock. obviously going upside down really messes with things. So yeah, I'm doing some really cool 3D flying right there. It's kind of cool. Yeah, Insta360 Go. This is the go-to. The ND filters make a huge difference. Crashing really kind of freaks it out though. Yeah, it makes for some really interesting video. Rob Logan has the Insta360R. Yeah, I want to get the Insta360 1X2. Terrible naming convention. I really want to get one of those and give that a try. Let's see. The Love Jewel Heating would like to have a word with you. Yeah, that is true. It's always best to match your hardware up in the beginning. There's a lot of people out there saying just buy the highest kV motors you can find. Like, let's say we're flying 6S, they're like, buy the highest kV motors you can find, and then we'll just scale them down to 6S. It's not, there's no free lunch in this. You're making a software fix to fix a hardware issue, and it can bite you in the butt. The resistance on a higher kV motor is lower than on a low kV motor. So it's hard on ESCs. They're gonna get hot. Yeah, people make it work and it works just fine, but people who burn up a lot of ESCs and motors, I wonder if they're doing the ESC motor scaling thing. So I personally will tell you, don't do it. Fly it on 25,000 kV and just fly it. You can put a throttle scale on it, or a throttle limit on that. I don't prefer doing the throttle scaling when you're switching voltages. So let's say you had a 23,000 kV motor or 2300 kV motor and you're trying to fly it on 6S. There's no free lunch on that. They're so expensive. Andy Taylor, what are we talking about? Are we talking about the quads, or are we talking about the cameras? Because, yeah, I agree with you both. Mike Bergman, yeah, nice 3D. That's really cool. The downside of the Mobile 625,000 ESC in the air between two models is the same, yes. Yeah, I've flown both. I prefer the 25,000 kV because you have, like, go out and fly some acro in the backyard. The 19,000 kV just aren't enough to, like, pull out of dives and have the authority over the quad that you might want. Action cam, yeah, they're expensive. Call card Ramrod. Ramrod. It was on the paper. You didn't. Sorry, guys. A movie I just saw on Netflix. It's called. Let me look it up here. You guys got to watch this. It's freaking hilarious. It's my kind of humor. If you're easily offended, I don't know why you're here. And B, if you're easily offended, this will probably offend you. Let's see, what was it called? This one here. America, the Motion Picture. It is freaking hilarious. It was written by the people who do like Archer and those kind of shows. It's really, really funny. Brandon McBean says he's happy with the 22,000 kV Unibel EX 0802. So the big problem I always have with the Mobula 6 wrong camera. So the problem I have with the Mobula 6 motors is this. Let's see if I can focus this. Is the bells, they always slip on them. And I'm having desyncing issues with this motor now. So you see that gap between the bell and the skirt. This bell is about 3 millimeters down from where it belongs. So you got that. It should look like that. And I've experienced that a lot with these Happy Model motors. and it's quite annoying. Yeah, and this thing vibrates like crazy. Has anyone tried the 20 watt? No, I would like to get a hold of some of those. Mike Bergman. Yeah, the 802s are notorious for bell slipping. $27,000. I have got to get a set of those and give that a try. All right, guys, let's go ahead and let's spin this Super Chat giveaway. If anybody wants in on the Super Chat giveaway for a ESC BL32 SC and a F7 flight controller, focus you. There you go. $5 Super Chat and get you on the wheel one time. This is a no shuffle Super Chat. So if you do like 3 or 4 entries, it'll all be in a row. So ever increasing odds. Shut this down here in about 3 minutes. The EX0802s are better. Just had one slip on me, but that's after months of crashing it. Yeah, I need to get some new motors for this Mobula 6. Actually, this is gonna be basically a complete rebuild except for the camera. I have the Happy Model ExpressLRS board, and I'm gonna have to switch to that. William Barlow, get in there just in time. You guys see like the $4.99, the $9.99 super chats. There's some weird issue with not being able to do whole dollar amounts. I'm okay with that. Give a penny, take a penny. I got it. You can press them back with some sleeve retainer compound. Yeah, that's typically what I do is I just push them back into place. Also been told the Nanohawk motors are great on their price. Oh, Race Day Quads did a clearance sale and they were blowing out the Nanohawks for like $40, something like that. I picked up a couple of those. The Nanohawk motors, what are these things? I forgot what these are. These are... let's see, these are 0802 19,000 kV motors. Yeah, these are good motors. This quad kind of sucks whenever you crash it because the props just get completely destroyed very easily. House FPV, why not? That's the spirit right there. House FPV, he built this quad that I'm giving away next month on my Patreon. Oh no, this month on Patreon. So it'll be cool to see that go to somebody who's actually going to fly it. Does anybody actually list the EX0802s as a Unibel anywhere? Who was making those, Brandon? Was that Happy Model? I had some. Oh, what were these things? Were these Beta FPV? Let's see, I've got some Beta FPV motors. These ones have bearings in them. These are 22,000 kV motors. That is never going to focus, is it? Yeah, these actually have bearings in them. It's only bearing on the lower side, not on both. Yeah, like see, here's another slipped Happy Model motor. I got like a whole jar of like spare motors. Full send and get if you have Unibel listings. Okay, cool. Yeah, I got to stock up on whoop parts. I mean, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looking at 7 whoops in front of me right now, but I always find myself gravitating to like a certain few that I like to fly. Yeah. If you're gonna go to Get FPV or Race Day Quads, do some shopping, hit that affiliate link, tweetfpv.com. Show some love. Give me a cut. Doesn't cost you anything. Wheel of names here. All right. Okay, folks. We're gonna spin this thing here in a minute. Somebody give me a time between 10 and 50. I did this stream on ultra low latency in the YouTube thingy, so kind of curious how you guys like it. EDOC in there first with 33. All right, folks, we're gonna spin this thing. Thank you all for participating, and here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good luck, everybody. And don't forget to vote on the receiver protocol. Looks like ExpressLRS is in head by a lot. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Rob Logan Jr. Congratulations. Congratulations, Rob Logan Jr. You have picked yourself up a ESC and flight controller. All right, well, coming up on about 2 hours now. Thank you all for coming out today. I really appreciate it. Rob's got the place and the boardwalk suites locked down on the Monopoly board too. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Make sure you get in there and do that vote. It looks like I'm sitting at about 58% of you are saying go with ExpressLRS. I got a feeling I'm probably going to go that way, especially since I'm going to put it in my micros. I'm really tired of... oh, wow. Actually, I turned the volume up on my headphones. I'm planning on putting ExpressLRS in the micros. The only thing that's been keeping me from ExpressLRS is I had a tiny trainer. He has had a tiny trainer. She went bye-bye. Had a flyaway. Could have been ExpressLRS, could have been OpenTX, and it could have been Betaflight. I was using nightlies and beta versions on everything. So, I don't know. House, that is the thing I'm waiting for the most, is VTX control. I really, really want VTX control. I know there's some ExpressLRS receivers that have the same form factor as Crossfire and Tracer. I think that is a good way to go, but Happy Model EP1s and EP2s I have coming out of the wazoo here. I have ExpressLRS AIO sitting on the bench waiting to go into, well, not this frame, but I'm going to rebuild this quad with that board. Brandon Baked Beans, I believe, has been flying the Happy Model board for a little while now. I don't know if he's had any feedback on that. Rob Logan Jr., cool, man. Mike Bergman, we love you, man. Thank you for the awesome stream. Hey, man, I really love you guys coming out here. This is the highlight of my week. I love interacting with you guys real time. I don't know what you guys are going to do today, since there's going to be no Ciati and no Bardwell today. Yeah, tiny trainer forever in the swamp. Yeah, it's lost in the swamp in the backwoods here in Alabama. I got down there. I hear snakes, bugs, and banjos in the background. And yeah, you know what? Snakes can have it. I don't even care anymore. Kale Higgins, that's a new name. Haven't seen you around here before. Thanks for coming to the live stream. Appreciate it. He says, I just ordered the Disrobe Roma F1. It shows 1103 motors. But do you think I could use a 1204 for more power? It depends. There's no free lunch. You can't just add more motor for more power. You'll get less flight time. Plus, you got to make sure the mounts for the 1103s and the 1204s are the same. There's a lot of different mounting platforms or patterns. It would give you more power, but you'd probably suffer lower flight time. And they're going to be heavier, so more lower flight time. So, all I can say is give it a try. Yeah, that poor quad. Beta FPV ExpressLRS models spec look good, but Beta FPV, hey, MK2 FPV, if you want to get a 2.4 gigahertz ExpressLRS module in the JR Lite format or in the full size, go to tweetfpv.com and pick yours up there. I have reasonable pricing and shipping rates as well. And pick yourself up a set of grips. House, if you need to release a flight video with some sort of that background banjo music. Yeah. EDOC have a 1509 motors, one from Ciati. Need to find a frame to put them on. Would make testing quad. What's the mounting pattern on those 1509 motors? Yeah, just banner on Discord. Get out and do some flying, guys. I think you can still actually join iGao. You'll be taking 3 letters. Get your week 0 video in, and you can do week 3. You can still do iGao. I believe they're allowing you to enter late. You're just taking a letter for every week that you didn't enter. 12 millimeter mounting pattern on them. Are you thinking like 3-inch is what you want to fly on that? Smoky. Oh, jeez. Make sure you send it to the right address this time. Well, send me the right address this time, and somehow I had the wrong address for you. I'm not sure why, but I had it. So just send it to me over on Discord there, and I'll get it to that address this time. Yeah, you can get in. Just take letters. So instead of spending the next 4 hours with Ciati and Bardwell, go out and fly an intro video and fly week 3 and get yourself into iGao. It's a fun way to push your skills and break everything you own. My ExpressLRS modules have no fan. These are 2.4 max output, 25 milliwatts. They do have everybody has the same LoRa chip in there. It's the 27 dBm LoRa chip, but ExpressLRS for 2.4 is limited right now to 250 milliwatts. It does have the capability of 500, but right now with the builds that are out there, 250 is all you get. And that, again, this is 2.4. Oh yeah, so you're pinned down with TFRs and weather. That sucks. Maybe a swamp with less snakes? Yeah, I think the previous owners burned the swamp once. You can still see the damage out there. Whoop inside. Oh yeah, well, I guess you can do that. You do your What would you do the forgot my keys for your iGao indoors on? Maybe like a pole in the basement or something? Like if you got something like that? Flipping and rolling through a gate in the sky was really fun. There you go. Sweet pillar in my house. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, my minimum flights are usually done indoors at night, like once the family goes to sleep. I work in the middle of the day, so I get a couple hours in the morning where it's daylight out, and then after that, it's nighttime. House says, when was the last time I flew the X Class? I flew it about 3 months ago. The University of South Alabama has a aerospace program, and one of their things was to build airplanes or quads, and they wanted somebody to come out and do like a demonstration. So I brought the micros. I did the Bluetooth buddy boxing with the FR Sky radios, which was a lot of fun for some people. Put them in the goggles, get them up in the air, pass the control over to them, let them fly around a little bit. But I did bring the X Class out there to wow and thrill the crowd. Thing still scares the hell out of me, mostly because it's tuned so terribly. Like I want to do flips and rolls and do some acro stuff in it, but I'm pretty sure the thing would just go all the way to the ground and yeah, just destroy it. Oh, no letter for week 0? Okay. Yeah, so I fly it maybe once or twice a year. I think it's on R9. It's how long ago I built it. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the engineering department at USA. They wanted some demonstrations, and then like the kids were having problems building their quads because it's all receiver binding stuff they're having issues with. So I came on campus for a couple days and helped them straighten all that stuff out. And then the final part of their grade was takeoff, and land was like the minimum criteria to pass. But the professor didn't say it had to be them doing it. So I was kind of the ringer. I went out there and flew their quads for them so they could videotape it and get their grade. They've actually added me to their syllabus next year for quad building if they need help to contact me. So just trying to give back any way I can, you know. Trying to get these guys to want to maybe show up, do some multi-GP stuff. I don't think anybody is going to do it, but yeah, you know how it is. Yeah, it all fits together, and the electronics too. Got to set up Buddy Box Max 9 light radios for training noobs. Watching your video, yeah, it's super easy to do. The range is very short, so you got to stay close. It helps if you're both looking at each other or facing each other, because you know it's Bluetooth. It's pretty short range communication, but no wires. Makes it pretty easy. Oh, Tommy, I did that last year. I had my Mavic holding up a gate, and I did the flips and rolls through it. Didn't work well. Too much thrust coming off the Mavic. Yeah, I didn't have. I had a small gate. I was flying one of like the tiny whoop 13 by 13 gates, so it was a tight gate. I made it through a couple times, but I couldn't do the whole IGOW thing through the same gate. Plus, it was doing this and flopping around, so I had to like time it and get through it once it hit the right direction. So it was kind of like send it and hopefully you make it work type thing. The pole dancing move. It's actually pretty easy. Once you do it a few times, it's pretty easy, and it really feels a lot like a trippy spin or a Matty flip. Once you start doing it a few times, you can kind of really get that movement. It's pretty good. Yeah, timing was hard. Yeah. So I was flying that on HD with a 75mm 1S quad. This one here, and when I went through it, I did a mask through the gate, where through the gate was the next scene in HD. It took forever to edit these things, and I definitely don't have that kind of time this year. So I figured just keep trying to fly straight back to the tree. 5 inch. Yeah. Well, all right, folks. Let's go ahead and end this poll here. Here are the results. Come on, YouTube, do the thing in the chat. It's not gonna do it, is it? There we go. 41 votes. 60% say ExpressLRS, 24 Tracer, and 14 for Ghost. Oh. That's kind of what I figured I was going to see. Definitely Ghost, I figured it was going to be the last. Tracer and ExpressLRS. Kind of curious how many of those people that said Ghost would put it towards Tracer. Yeah, so I don't know how many people put that towards Tracer. ExpressLRS, the only hang up I have with it is just not having VTX switching. But, I mean, I have it now with Betaflight, so really doesn't change much. that doesn't equal 100%. You are correct. It doesn't. But all right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed coming out today. I definitely enjoyed talking and hanging out with all you guys. Try to do this again next week. Remember, next week is the 5-inch quad giveaway. If you want to get on that, go to tweetfpv.com and hit that Patreon link and sign up. And I'll try to give that away next Sunday. If for some reason I can't do it because of whatever circumstances, I'm not going to be home, I'll do it at whenever I can the next time. But yeah. All right, guys. I got to let this craptastic internet take a break. Otherwise, I don't know. I think the router's going to catch on fire. It's just been horrific. All right, folks. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all next time. Remember, guys, stay positive. Bye.
Sweet concussion. Oh, you miss my touching.